And we're here at the Corpus Christi Caller-Times with Sarah Acosta, the entertainment section, and thanks for having an interview with us.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
And one of the biggest things I noticed with the Caller-Times is where you don't do like a conventional newspaper does. You actually kind of do it like a television station. You incorporate audio and video. Could you tell us how you went about that?
Yeah, basically we're in this age of convergence journalism where, we're not just a paper anymore. We have the internet and we can utilize those kind of digital tools, and we try to use video and on-camera personalities and audio and any kind of digital element we can give our readers. That way they keep coming back, and that way we can be competitive with things like radio and TV.
Okay, how do you utilize some of this technology in specifically? Obviously audio and video for video, but what other things you use, like Skype or anything like that?
We'll use Skype occasionally whenever we are doing interviews with people that we want to get video from, but they're obviously not in Corpus. We use social media is a huge tool. We have a Cover It Live every day. If you go to caller.com, what's happening now? And we have a live stream of all of our different Twitter accounts that are updated by them, every 5 minutes, however much we're tweeting from. If someone's at City Council, they're tweeting constantly, or at the Texas Legislature, like today, they're tweeting constantly. Or if I'm out in the field filming, I'm taking a photo and I'm this is what I'm doing, see what's on your top 5. So we try to incorporate any kind of digital element that we can.
And I also noticed a lot of your videos being picked up by the local television station. I believe it's TV3, something.
Yes. Basically, I have my top 5 weekend pick segment that aired for about a year and a half, and then Channel 3 contacted us, the Caller-Times, and asked if I could contribute those videos to them, and because of that, a partnership was formed. It's basically a partnership to promote the community, and that's what my videos do. They are promoting the community, making the community stay positive about things to do, and staying in town for the weekend, not having to go to Austin or San Antonio for your entertainment needs. You can definitely have fun in Corpus. So every Thursday at 10 p.m. and Friday mornings during the Channel 3 newscasts, my videos air.
Yeah, okay. I'm guessing, of course, before it was picked up with the TV station, I'm guessing you're primarily shown it online, I guess, on the Corpus Christi website?
Yeah, well, basically what happened is I approached the Caller-Times. This is my very first job out of college. I've been here for almost 3 years. I pitched my job to them because I interned from them when I was in college, saying, I really feel like there's a void for entertainment in town. They're like, okay, we'll give you 6 months to do a blog. So I created a blog in a month, and then I started doing my video segments on the blog. Right after that is caller.com/entertainment. And basically, within a month, they hired me. They're like, okay, this is really good. We like what you're doing. We like your digital way of thinking. And then it became a column in the paper every Friday in the weekend section. And then it's on caller.com, and then that's where Channel 3 picked it up. And then now I'm also on the radio, Clear Channel C101 Rocks every Friday morning with 2 guys in the morning, giving them my top 5, and we'll talk and add other entertainment elements to it as well.
And of course, I noticed that now Corpus Christi Caller-Times also has a iPhone, iPad, Android app, of course, so you can get subscriptions of the regular newspaper subscription.
Yeah, we have 2 different apps. On the iPad, we have an app called e-edition, which is really nice for the older generation, like my parents, who like to actually see the paper. So it's the actual pictures of the paper that you can scroll through on the iPad. And then we also have our regular caller.com app, where it's just quick highlights and headlines of the day-to-day grind kind of thing.
And what are some of the kind of the technology you yourself use, and maybe or for work? Do you have a smartphone, some kind of tablet, or something like that?
I can't live without my iPhone. That is my go-to tool. Of course, I have a nice camera and microphones and all that kind of stuff, but my iPhone is what I use on a day-to-day basis. if I didn't have my camera, I just use my iPhone. I use my iPhone to record audio for interviews, to take pictures, which the iPhone has a nice enough camera that, because it shoots in 1080, so those pictures are high enough resolution to be printed in the paper. We use those pictures online, and I'm constantly tweeting those pictures as well. So if I needed to shoot my segment and I didn't have my camera, I've used my iPhone before. I'm like, oh, you know what? I didn't think I was going to be shooting today. Here's my iPhone. Let's use it, and we can use those videos can be uploaded straight to YouTube from my phone. It's the greatest tool. I don't know what I would do without it.
Okay, how about this? Do you have any specific apps that you use for work? Like, of course, there's quite a few for, like, I don't know, news reporting or something like that.
You know, I have my recording app that I use all the time. One of the biggest apps I think I use the most would be my Tweetbot app. It's a version of Twitter, but it's called Tweetbot, and I like the way I can manage different Twitter accounts on it. I use the Hootsuite app. I update my Facebook. I have 2 Facebook pages for work. I update those like all the time, and I use that app a lot. And then, of course, I use the Caller.com app, and we have a Storm Shield app that is, because we are a Scripps-owned paper, and Scripps owns several news stations and papers all over the country, and Scripps has released an app called Storm Shield, which it's an expensive app. I think it's like $5, but it's better than the Weather Channel's app, in my opinion. Like, it's all about, it gives, you know, like you can wake it up, you can use an alarm system with it, wakes you up in the morning being like, oh, it's gonna be chilly today, grab a jacket before you like leave, you know, walk out the door, kind of thing.
Well, actually, I've seen it, yeah, I've seen it listed in the newspaper. I didn't know who actively, you know, made it, but actually, yeah, the weather app's been kind of changing, and I still use it, but I am kind of looking for something a little bit more updated, you know, easier to use. Yeah,
well, Storm Shield's a great app for that, and it's by Scripps. Scripps is the company that owns Caller Time. So.
Okay, there we got Sarah Acosta from the Corpus Christi Caller Times.
Texas A&M University Corpus Christi's Performing Arts Center. Get started on your Christmas shopping early by braving the lines this Black Friday. See the Wildcats face the Texans at Buck Stadium Saturday at 1 p.m.
And that's your top 5.